These are called hens and baby chicks. They are one of the hardiest of all plants in the world. They are some of the most colorful and fun in which to grow. And they have sparked just a resurgence in people growing plants. This is their 6-piece live plant collection from Robertas. I'll tell you what, once you get these started, they are almost impossible to kill. And they become this magnificent ground cover. They work exceptionally well in rock gardens, and they're going to give you color all year long. Hens and chicks have become very popular in a lot of garden centers, but that's not what you'll find with Robertas. They have literally traveled the globe as a family to find you the most exotic plants, but are the easiest in which to grow. I get to introduce you to Devin Walling. He's one of the third generation, or is it fourth now, of the Wallings that have been bringing us great items here now for many, many years. Devin, welcome. How are you? Fourth
What's
already.
Up, Dan? I'm in the 4th generation here, and the 4th and the best generation.
The best, good.
And I'm here with one of my favorite plants that we offer all year round. This is our 6-piece winter hardy hens and chicks. And this is truly a collection, like you were saying, it thrives on neglect. My Uncle Eric tells me of all the collections that we offer throughout the year, this is the only one we can literally say maintenance-free collection. Because really you can plant them, go outside and you plant them, you totally forget about them, and when you come back, not only are they still alive, they'll be thriving and oftentimes producing little baby chicks. So Dan, I know you're familiar with the hens and chicks, but for some of you that may not know what a hen and chick is, what they are, they're winter hardy, so you plant them outside, and they can handle winter temperatures down to -25 degrees. They're heat and drought tolerant succulents. They're succulent plants meant for the outdoor garden. And they're called hens and chicks because as they start to grow, this mama hen right here, this is a mama hen, she starts to make all these beautiful little baby chicks that just continue to multiply and multiply all year round, creating little beautiful families of hens and chicks, which you can leave as, a nice little family, or you can go and pluck those baby chicks away, plant them somewhere else, and then they grow into mama hens themselves.
Yeah.
And look at those.
We planted a pretty good size rock garden. We brought some big boulders in. We had some flooding problems on our property, Devin, and I just needed that to be able to keep soil back. And
totally
didn't know what to do in between these big rocks. So you folks came to the rescue without even knowing it. I ordered 4 sets of last year's hens and chicks, and that's an area of my barnyard where I still have livestock that walks through it every day. So these were getting walked on by sheep and even horses, and it still didn't kill them, and they're thriving. I've got a couple of little flowers that have poked out of the ground already, but these have already, I've seen signs of growth for this season, and they're perennial. They'll come back year after year after year.
Yeah, not only are they perennial, they're actually going to be evergreen, looking like this in your garden or in your containers all year round. And the amazing thing is what we're actually shipping to you, we call it a 6-piece tray. It has 6 individual slots for different plants, but oftentimes you'll receive way more than just those 6 plants. And I'll show you here in a minute what I mean. But what makes the Robertas hens and chicks so spectacular compared to any other hens and chicks that you might find elsewhere is we have searched the globe for this collection. We searched North America, Central America, South America, and Europe, and we compiled what we thought to be the very best hens and chicks that have the ability to multiply up to 25 times from their original size. They're all some of the most colorful hens and chicks you'll ever find. You'll get a variety of reds and maroons, black tips, silvered, all sorts of different colors that will even change tones from summer to fall to winter and to spring. And then they'll even flower in the summertime. They're all very winter hardy and drought tolerant. But what I love most of all is that you can go into your plants, whether this is out in your rock garden like you were mentioning, or in a container on your slopes, dotted around your garden, you go and you pick these little baby chicks just like that. Just use your 2 fingers. And then you go and plant this somewhere else. And now this plant is going to grow into something that looks like this within a season or 2. That's why we call them hens and chicks, because they just multiply and multiply and multiply.
I've seen, quote, hens and chicks at the garden centers for the last 2 years. They are not this exotic of the varieties. They don't tend to thrive the way the ones you do. And where did you source these from? Because I know that your family's traveling all over the world.
Yeah, so we started here in North America, and we found some beautiful maroon and burgundy ones here. And then in Central America and South America, we found some of the gorgeous, beloved webbed varieties and some of the silver varieties. And then from over in Europe, we found these ones that have gorgeous black tips, like this one that you can see here in the picture. And you see how it's in the snow like that? Even when you have snow on the ground, these are still, not only are they, alive, they're thriving.
Yeah.
They're full of life. And then you see all those pink things on the right side? Those are flowers. Our varieties have the ability to flower. Many varieties that you might find at your box stores or other locations oftentimes won't flower at all. Just a plain Jane green all the time. Ours are changing colors. They're flowering. They're absolutely a cinch to grow, and you can just see how much they love to multiply.
Devin, I don't even have a garden hose, pardon me, that can reach that particular slope where mine are planted. So I'm counting purely on the weather for moisturizing and for watering them. It is absolutely the easiest plant to grow. And look at this border. How cool is that? That you can do something like, you're getting 6 plants at $22.27. That's amazingly reasonable. That's actually lower in price than what you normally see for the plain Jane hens and chicks. And it is one of the most enjoyable plants if you've got children or grandchildren, because like you said, you just pluck a little part of it out and plant it somewhere else, and it grows back. It's the coolest stuff.
And Dan, let me show you. We call this is what we're shipping to your door.
Yep.
We call it a 6-piece tray because there's 6 individual slots right there. But you can see a lot of these, there's 6 mama hens for sure. But then each of these mama hens has already started to produce tons of little babies. So once you go and you plant this in your ground, you can immediately just pluck those babies out and plant them somewhere else, or let them grow into beautiful little clusters. Consider getting a couple of these collections. Fill out your containers along your borders, your walkways, your rock gardens, graveled areas where the hose doesn't reach like you were mentioning. And it's just such an awesome maintenance-free plant.
Hey, we get an opportunity to talk more a little bit later on in the program. Devin, thank you so much for being with me. Thank you.